Hi everyone, I'm Nasalifya, a clinical psychologist, and today I'm going to be answering some common questions about social anxiety disorder. Let's get started. Social anxiety disorder is a common mental health condition that many young people experience. It's when you have a really intense fear of being judged or embarrassed in social situations. Of course, feeling shy and nervous in social situations is totally normal, but social anxiety disorder is when these feelings can be so overwhelming that they stop you from doing the things you enjoy, or can even affect your daily life, like going to school, hanging out with friends, being in public, or just meeting new people. I know that social anxiety disorder can have a really significant impact in people's life. But in my work, I've also seen people gain really effective coping strategies to help manage this better. So what causes social anxiety disorder? Interestingly, as humans, we are wired for connection because it was kind of key for our survival. So our brains are always on the lookout for signs of social threat. But with social anxiety, this can go into overdrive, making us feel like we're constantly being judged or others don't like us. It's like our brain picks up on every small cue and then interprets it as if something's wrong, even when it's not. So there's no single cause of social anxiety disorder. It's usually a mix of experiences and influences that play their part. Past experience, like being teased or bullied, can shape how we feel in social situations. Genetics can also play a role, especially if anxiety disorders or other mental health conditions run in your family. There's also everyday pressure that can heighten your feelings, like school, study stress, big life changes, or even the way social media makes us compare ourselves to others. Everyone's experience is different, but understanding what might be behind your feelings is a step towards managing them and seeking support. How do I know if I have social anxiety disorder? This is a great question. So if you're wondering whether you might have social anxiety disorder, there's some key signs to look out for. For example, in the lead up to a social event, you might notice intense, persistent thoughts creeping in. You might be worried, like, maybe I won't fit in, people might judge me, or I might do something embarrassing, which might give you a strong urge to avoid the situation altogether. During socializing, you might notice some strong physical symptoms like a racing heart, sweating, feeling nauseous, dizziness, or even shortness of breath. You might also find yourself ruminating after a social situation. This is when you play the interaction in your mind over and over, worrying about how you acted or what others might have thought. If these experiences sound familiar and are impacting your day-to-day life, it could be a sign of social anxiety disorder. So what are some ways I could manage social anxiety disorder? This is a great question. Let's break it down into two parts. What you can try in the moment during the situations, and what you can try long-term to manage the anxiety over time. So in the moment you can try strategies that help you feel calm and centered. This might be a breathing exercise that helps you slow down your physical symptoms, or a grounding technique that helps you reconnect with your body and pulling you out of the spiraling thoughts. A really helpful approach can be to simply challenge the negative thoughts with some positive self-talk. For example, if you're thinking, everyone's gonna judge me, remind yourself that most people are focused on themselves and I'm doing my best. Remember, if one strategy doesn't work for you, don't give up. There are plenty of approaches that are worth giving a go. Long-term. So long-term strategies are about slowly building your confidence and reducing anxiety over time. Journaling is a great way to explore your thoughts and notice the patterns in how you feel. You can also use it to jot down conversation starters and even run them by a friend to help build up confidence. Another great strategy is taking it step by step, starting with smaller social interactions and ease yourself in. For example, if big parties feel overwhelming right now, start with smaller hangouts and work your way up to bigger ones. And remember, celebrate your wins, even if it's just saying hi to someone new. Every step counts, and keeping track of your progress can help you build confidence going forward. There are lots of ways to find support online to help manage social anxiety disorder. You can explore practical tools and coping strategies through online resources, which allow you to take things at your own pace. Whether it's learning techniques to manage anxious thoughts or hearing stories from others who've been in your shoes, they can empower you to take steps towards managing your anxiety in a way that works for you. You can also explore online communities where people share experiences. This can be a great space to chat with others who might be going through similar things. Alongside this, you might find it helpful to use online resources like Reach Out Peer Chat, where you can privately chat with a trained peer who've been in your shoes and are there to provide support. It can be tricky to know exactly when to seek professional help, but a good sign is when your anxiety starts to affect your daily life, or it's getting in the way of you doing the things that you love. Connecting with someone like a GP or a mental health professional can be a good step. They can help you understand what might be driving your anxiety and work on strategies to help you manage it and build your confidence. You can also access professional support online or over the phone via telehealth. And if you're looking to connect with a trained professional right away, you can access services like Kids Helpline and Lifeline. Of course, I know that facing these social interactions by yourself can be tricky. So don't be afraid to ask for support from a trusted friend or family member. They can help you make a call, book an appointment, or even go with you. Remember, social anxiety disorder is common and you are not alone if you're experiencing it. The good news is that there's lots of ways to get support, whether that's connecting with someone face-to-face, using online services, or exploring self-guided resources. Be kind to yourself. Progress takes time, but it is absolutely possible. Thanks again for watching and take care.